guys, and welcome on in to another episode of Getting Wild with Terry, free NHL picks. I'm Terry, ready to break down today's slate. We have 10 games to get into, so we will get into those here shortly. Ric Flair strut. IceX, I don't like your picture. I don't like your profile picture. I'll start off with that. But it looks like you're fading your Bruins once again, which doesn't surprise me. But what a great win for you yesterday with your best bet, Chicago Blackhawks money line at plus 376. That's back-to-back days with IceX cashing a plus 300 best bet. Your haters that have appeared in the chat before as well are probably going to be pretty quiet today with you cashing these big plus money best bets again. Great job. Massive comeback win for the Hawks. Nice hit. Palmieri under 2.5 shots on goal. Cash for Toby. We'll get to that in a bit. Crazy massive comeback. Can the best bet be a parlay? Yes, it can. It can be a 2-game parlay. 2-team parlays are allowed for best bet. And my best bet is a 2-team parlay. Based on how the bookmakers have treated us today, that's the way I have to go. Luckily, I'm not someone who hates parlays, so I'm able to bet them. Yes, a 2-legger. Fingers. I'm like, what is that for a second? Bark, bark. Some juicy dogs today. No, I disagree. Meow. Yes, lots of meowing. Oh, LOL. I smashed a like. Of course you did, Richie. You always do. You're the best for that. Morning, Tim. Good day, Brian. Hello, Crystal. Nice to see everybody. We will jump in. Oh, I just realized that I'm full screen. I was messing around with my camera yesterday, trying to get my lighting correct. So that's better. So trying to fix my lighting because there's been issues lately. But we'll jump into today's show, and we will start by looking at the NHL standings as we usually do here. Let me bring it up, and not much has changed in the Metropolitan. Pretty much the same as yesterday. Nothing has really changed in the Atlantic, same as yesterday. Wild card race, Islanders with a big win against the Winnipeg Jets, moving them up a few spots, or moving them up a couple points here in this race. Pittsburgh, Detroit both have 5 games in hand on them, though, so lots of games in hand for Pittsburgh and Detroit. Florida's still there. Washington, Buffalo, Ottawa, Philadelphia, Montreal, Columbus. Nothing has really changed in those spots. In the Central, Colorado didn't play last night, but Colorado and Minnesota were both smiling last night. Dallas lost in regulation to Chicago. Winnipeg lost in regulation to the New York Islanders. So Minnesota and Colorado are both with 67 points, looking up these teams with games in hand. The Central Division is still a wide-open race. Talk about wide-open races. We have the Pacific, still separated by 3 points. Vegas, LA, and Seattle. Wildcard teams, Edmonton with 70, Minnesota with 67, Calgary with a desperate win that they had to have yesterday, moving to 2 points with the Minnesota 65. Nashville 7 points out, 2 games in hand. They're going to need to go on a run. And then we've already discussed the rest of the bottom feeders in the Western Conference. So we won't go over them too much. I will bring up the first game that we're going to talk about. I will jump into the comments here. The lighting looks good. That's funny you mentioned that. Thought the same thing this morning. Yeah, I was doing my free pick video for Picks and Parlays yesterday, and it's flashing in and out. So I have a different light that I am using. So checking them out. Islanders are quietly 7-2-2 in the last 11. I suppose so. But there's some more losses there recently. You can work those records to look better than they are. Thank you, Hawks and Isles, Avs future holders. Avs are not winning the Central. Sorry, Nick. Happy Thursday, Terry. Man, we got 10 good games to pick. Let's go in cash. Yes, we are going to. Starting with this one. One thing you're going to hear me say a lot today is the words parlay piece, because the bookmakers are like out to get me today. Everything I want to bet is not priced where I can bet it singly. So it's a parlay day for me. Starting with this one here, Minnesota 4-1-1 in their last 6. A week ago, a lot of people were saying this Minnesota team's missing the playoffs, blah, 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 blah. And now they're within reach of winning the Western Conference. So things can change after a few games. Minnesota's gone under 5.5 in 5 of their last 6. Columbus have gone under 5.5 in 4 straight games. Columbus 3-1-1 in their last 5. So they're not playing too bad recently. The Blue Jackets, Minnesota 2-1-1 in the last 4 games, and Columbus 5-1-1 in the last 7 meetings against Columbus. 19 of the last 20 meetings between Minnesota and Columbus have gone under 6.5. So I would not talk anybody off taking the under 6 in here. It was going to be a play for me. The reason I'm holding off here, Minnesota has defensive injuries. Jonas Brodin will be out of this game. It sounds like John Merrill will be out as well. Dakota Mermis has been called out for the AHL. Kalen Addison will be making his return to the lineup, which I absolutely love. I absolutely love that. But Wild have some defensive injuries here. Marc-Andre Fleury will be in net for this one. Who knows what we're going to get from him? I'm sure he's sitting there on a bench. He's a Hall of Famer, first ballot Hall of Famer, watching this young kid take his job. Now he's coming out here to face the Columbus Blue Jackets offense. If there's ever a better spot for a goaltender to have a good game, it's here in this game against Columbus. I think we get a dialed-in Fleury. Will that mean he can shut down the Columbus offense? I'm not willing to go on the under in this one. I know a lot of people like the under here. Minnesota's offense is starting to heat up a little bit. So I'm just, when it comes to this game, Wild money line as a parlay piece. I think it's a great money line parlay piece. I like the Wild to win this game. I just don't want to have to rely on the Wild to win by 2. And regulation is kind of pricey. Looking at this game, one player for player prop, it is Ryan Hartman to get a point at -110 or to score a goal at +250. Hartman has looked like a different player these last couple games. 2 goals his last game, a goal and an assist his game before that. He is looking good on this top line with Kaprizov and Zuccarello, looking like the Hartman of last year. So we will see if that can continue here in this one. I like Hartman to score. I like the Wild to win as a money line parlay piece. I plead the 5th for a Columbus and Minnesota game. Oh, great. Wild -1.5. I like it, but I don't know. Pricey line, but Femi Buchanan under 3.5 shots goal, -170. All right. I know it's Flower net, still -1.5. Yeah, this is a game that he can bounce back in if there ever was one. Wild will win, and it's going to be under the total 6. I can agree. Wild have turned into the Isles of the West. Scoring is a problem, but good defensively. Yeah, we'll see. But we'll move on to the next game here. LA Kings, New Jersey Devils. You can get LA +115 to +120. New Jersey -137 to -145. 6.5s right across the board in this one. For me, when I look at this game, and when I look at the LA Kings, LA is a good bet against bad teams. They will beat up on bad teams. But when they played good teams recently, not so much. Obviously, Minnesota and Philip Gustafsson. Yes, Philip Gustafsson is better than Vanacek, but I don't think by that much. But Minnesota was able to completely shut down the LA offense. They did get 1 goal in the last few seconds of the game to ruin Gustafsson's shutout. But LA and their hot offense was completely shut down. I get why they're a dog in this one. I think New Jersey wins this game. I think New Jersey wins this game probably by 1 goal, and it could very well be in overtime. So, again, New Jersey money line as a parlay piece is the only way I can go in this game from a side or total perspective. I get it. LA +120 is really attractive with what they've done recently, but this Devils team is not a bad team. and I don't think LA is going to beat up on the Devils like they have other teams recently. So I do like New Jersey money line. Player props, Dawson Mercer, if you're not betting him, well, you're missing out. 4 straight games with a goal on the top line. He is plus 300 to score, plus 115 to get a point for Dawson Mercer. That is the guy I'm looking at here in this game. LA definitely gives up goals, so I like New Jersey here as a money line parlay piece and Dawson Mercer props. This one. How much if to buy for under 6.5 for the Wild? Yes, if you're doing parlays and you wanted to look at the total, that's what I'd say to do is take the under 6.5. I think you're probably going to be looking at minus 150 or minus 160, I'd assume. But Kings plus 140, yes, Nick and me are not seeing the slate the same way today. I took over 6.5. Yeah, I could see that with the Kings. Gusterson was good versus LA. Kings had 3.91 expected goals versus Mini. Devils money line or the over 6, I'm thinking. Yeah, I like that. Kopitar, Kempe, Brat, Mercer, anytime goal. Richie likes goals in this one. And yeah, I definitely love Mercer right now. Plus 300 to score. I think that's a little bit ridiculous, especially against the LA Kings. This isn't the Carolina Hurricanes or Minnesota defensively, this LA team, that's for sure. But looking at our next game, we have the Buffalo Sabres and the Tampa Bay Lightning. Buffalo plus 175 to plus 200. Tampa Bay Lightning minus 213 to minus 235. Sevens right across the board. Buffalo. I don't know. I've been, I don't want to say a fan of this Buffalo team, but I've definitely made my money on this Buffalo team as a road dog this year in spots. But this is not going to be one of them. Tampa Bay 11-1 in the last 12 meetings between the teams. They've won their last 7 in a row at home against Buffalo. Those games are trended over for sure. I do like the over, and I would have bet the over 6.5 in this one. But bookmakers are once again making it a 7 and kind of screwing me over here when it comes to single plays. So I'm not touching this game. I think Tampa Bay wins this game. I don't have Tampa Bay money line in any parlays, just with the price it currently is. But that's what I would look at if I was doing anything in this game. Tampa Bay money line as a parlay piece here. Tampa Bay Lightning money line, easy money. I don't like it as much with Comrie, but Sabres plus 197. It's a lock. And then he's like, oh, it's Comrie. Yeah, we're screwed. Really, the Sabres goaltending, I don't think from one goalie to another, there's that much of a difference, to be honest. Everyone was loving UPL, but maybe not so much after the first period against Toronto. So I like the over in this one, but I'd have to go over 6.5 in a parlay or Tampa Bay money line in a parlay. Moving on to the next game, Anaheim Ducks, Washington Capitals. Anaheim plus 260 to plus 285. Washington Capitals minus 312 to minus 350. Sixes right across the board. If you've been watching the show recently, you will know that there is no way in hell I am betting Washington at this price. I get it. It's Anaheim Ducks, one of the worst teams in the league, but Washington should not be minus 350 right now against anybody. I'm sorry. This would be a Ducks spot or pass, and I'm passing. Ducks plus 1.5. You're looking at plus money on that. I'm tempted. The issue is that Anaheim's lost their last 6 games, and they've lost by 3 or more in 5 of the 6. So they're absolutely getting beat up when against anybody. Washington has lost 5 in a row. They've lost by 2 or more in 4 or 5. So Washington's getting beat up as well. This game is just tough, so I'm passing on this one. No need to bet every game, especially this one. Lightning, minus 1.5 on the puck line or over 7. Yeah, I agree. Sabres money line. All right. Caps minus 350. Ducks team total over and over 6 for Nick. Ovechkin anytime goal minus 124. Is he back tonight? Is he officially in? Because that I know he is off the IR, but is he actually playing in this game? I can see, obviously, his first game back since the death of his father. I could see it going either way. Yes, confirmed this morning. Okay, he's back. Okay. Well, yeah, that makes me kind of want to stay off Anaheim because I could definitely see his first game back after the death of his father, the team rallying behind him. This could definitely be a Washington spot, but I can't bet them at this price. I'm thinking under 6, but we'll stay away. I agree. Zegras, McTavish, anytime goal possible. If anyone's going to score for Anaheim, it's them. Caps minus 2.5. I would have said you're absolutely crazy, but with the Ovechkin news coming, I could see it. Ovi back, Ducks money line. Nick loves to fade teams getting their star player back. I could see if they were doing well, then we can take our foot off the brake. Ovechkin's back. Nobody's thinking that, Nick. Nobody in the Caps lineup is thinking, oh, Ovechkin's back. We don't have to play today. They've lost 5 in a row, getting absolutely dominated. I think if anything, Ovechkin coming back will really help them. Sprinkling his first goal score over once that line opens. I agree. If he scores, that place is going to go bonkers. Yeah, that's what I agree. Brodin placed on LTIR. Yes, I heard there was rumors of that happening. He has an injury that is continuing to bug him. So he will be on LTIR. Who knows how long that will be. But that hurts the Wild's defense and those unders with the Wild. I don't know. You may not want to look at them as much because Brodin, a lot of people may not know who he is, but that he is the best defenseman the Wild have and one of the best defensive defensemen in the NHL itself. Edmonton, Pittsburgh. Edmonton minus 105 to minus 118. Pittsburgh minus 103 to minus 115. Sevens right across the board in this one. I'll be real short here. The entire world is on the Edmonton Oilers in this game. Nobody believes in the Pittsburgh Penguins. I think Pittsburgh wins this game. I'm not backing them with how they played as of late, but I'm sure as heck not taking Edmonton in this spot. Edmonton 1-1-3 in their last 5, blowing games late, going to overtime. Pittsburgh 1-4 in their last 5, not looking good at all. When we look at what's happened previously, Edmonton 4-1 in the last 5 meetings, so they have had success. 3 of 4 the games over 6.5. The one game that didn't was a 6. So it has been high-scoring games between these teams. If I was going to get to anything, I'd probably take the over 6.5 in a parlay. But definitely no side pick for me in this one. This is one of those spots where everybody's on Edmonton. Nobody believes in Pittsburgh. And I think Pittsburgh gets the job done in this one. And of course, Ice X, he knows the entire world is on Edmonton, so he's on Pittsburgh. Makes total sense. Oilers money line. Pittsburgh is 4-16 straight up against the last 20 of winning teams. Yeah, what could go wrong? What could go wrong? Oilers are a lock. No way they lose against this Pittsburgh team. Pittsburgh, Edmonton Oilers, Penguins over 7. Yeah, I could see it. We'll move on to the next game. Rangers and Detroit. You can get the Rangers minus 138 to minus 155. Detroit plus 120 to plus 130. 6.5s. I do see a couple 6s available in this one. And this one's tough. Rangers have been a team I've been backing quite a bit recently, especially during their hot streak. And I backed them both games that they've lost. So I'm not really looking to go and run and back the Rangers right now. Yaroslav Halak will be in net for this one. Detroit, on the other side, has been cashing me tickets at this price, being an underdog around this price. Detroit has been playing great. 6-1 in their last 7, 8-3 in their last 11 games. And I'm very tempted to take Detroit as a home dog here. The issue is that Rangers 6-0-2 in the last 8 meetings between the teams. Rangers have got the job done. And Rangers, yes, they've lost 2 in a row, but they were playing really great hockey before that. And I'd be nervous to go against them here. I think Rangers bounce back, so I'm priced out of this game. There's nothing I can do in this game except the draw. 7 of the last 10 meetings between these teams in Detroit have gone to overtime. 7 of the last 10. So 70% of the last 10 meetings in Detroit between these teams have gone to overtime. I could definitely see overtime in this game. So it's draw or nothing for me. New York Rangers -1, even with Halak. Rangers -1.5. Detroit money line. I can't see the under 6. Yeah, I don't. When it comes to a side, I'm taking the draw. So we'll see what happens. Some of us will be happy. But moving on along, Vancouver and St. Louis. Canucks -105 to +107. St. Louis Blues -117 to -120. Home favorites. 6.5s and 7s in this one. It's the Vancouver Canucks. So I'm taking the over. That's basically all I need to say. 11 straight games that they've gone over 6.5. The last 8 meetings between the teams, St. Louis is 6-2. The last 3 meetings have gone over 6.5. St. Louis has not been going over as much recently, only 5 of their last 11. But obviously trading O'Reilly and trading Tarasenko will hurt their offense. But they've also been without Buchnevich and another player that I cannot remember offhand. But it looks like Buchnevich and that other player will both be returning to the lineup here for the Blues today. So they're getting a little bit of a injection on the offense here. Vancouver, a great team to play against when you want to score goals. So I like the over here. Obviously, 6.5 is kind of pricey. -135 if you can get it at all. But that's the way I'd go in this game. Maybe if you wanted to parlay the over 5.5 in a parlay, I really like that, the 5.5 as well. But no props for me in this game. The books are catching on to Anthony Bolivier to get a point. It's like -130 now, so the books are catching on in this spot. For getting kicked out of the last game, Larkin gets multiple goals. Yeah, he definitely could. Yes, even with Halak. Over 7 in this game. Marquee matchup, Canucks +113. Canucks, Blues, and stop it. Get some help.
Stop it. Get some help.
Yes, I have access to that video now. Thanks to Nick putting it on here. But let me continue on with the comments. Blues money line or the over 7. Interesting. I don't know if I could get on the Blues money line with you. I don't think I could do that, but I like the over 7. Villiers and Roddy props. Yes, I think Roddy is making his debut with the Canucks in this game. I've not seen that he's officially in, but I did see his player prop here. +520, 530, +410 to score. Not many options. That's basically FanDuel or Caesars if you can get bet safe. But I want to talk you off that here in this one. Move on to my favorite game of the night. Yes, Terry, laughing face. Yes, I have the video now. But Calgary and Vegas. Calgary Flames +110 to +122. Vegas Golden Knights -130 to -139. 6.5s right across the board in this game. Calgary got the job done against Arizona. I had the over as my best bet on the show yesterday, which cashed. I had Arizona money line as well, which did not cash. The Yotes tried, but they were just outskated by Calgary for most of the night. Now Calgary on the second night of a back-to-back, heading into the last place that they want to go is to Vegas. Calgary has lost all 7 games that they've ever gone to Vegas. They've lost all 7 games in regulation. They've lost 5 of the 7 games by multiple goals. Vegas has completely bet Calgary over whenever Calgary comes to Vegas. Vegas also 10-5 in the 15 meetings against Vegas all time, including in Calgary. Vegas 5-0-1 in their last 6, playing great right now. Give me the Golden Knights here. Give me them in regulation. You can take them at -130 on the money line. I like that as well. Definitely a good parlay piece here. I like Vegas I think Calgary spent a lot of energy yesterday in that win, coming back against Arizona, and now they're coming to their house of horrors. I like the Golden Knights here quite a bit. Shea Theodore under 2.5 shots on goal, minus 130. Surprise, surprise, Knicks against me, Flames plus 120. I thought you said last night you were going to take the Flames if they got embarrassed against the Yotes, which they didn't. But here you are on the Flames again anyway. Good luck. Vegas money line or the under 6.5. I think Flames legs are going to be tired. Yes, they will. And this is not a place that Vegas or Calgary wants to go and play. I know some people don't care about those kind of stats, but it's significant that they're 0-7 against a division opponent and never won in their building. Over the total, I could see that. Oh, wow, I only have one dog tonight. LOL, the Sabres. Hey, I think it could be a good favorite tonight as well, Isaac. So don't feel bad about not taking dogs. So you said you only have one dog, so I guess this next game won't be it. We have the Boston Bruins and the Seattle Kraken. Boston minus 170 to minus 180. Seattle plus 138 to plus 155. Sixes right across the board in this one. When I look at this game here, Seattle, one of the only two teams this year to beat Boston in regulation in Boston. And not only did they do that, they shut out Boston 3-0 earlier on in the year. Now they're at home, a place they don't play as good of hockey in. And they're facing the Bruins, who are on a 4-game winning streak. They've won their last 3 by multiple goals. I think the Bruins are pissed and ready for revenge in this game. They know they've only lost 2 regulation home games this year. They know that Seattle shut them out. I like Boston in this spot. Boston money line, great parlay piece once again. Boston by 2, Boston in regulation. I think they win this game by multiple goals. And my favorite prop in this game, only 3 props for me today, or 3 players I'm targeting, and that's Charlie McAvoy to get an assist at plus 100. He's done that in 4 games in a row. He got 3 assists his last game. I don't need 3. I just need 1, and I think he'll get that for me. So that is what I like, and then I like Boston money line as a parlay piece. Jared McCann under 2.5 shots on goal, a minus 144. Bruins minus 1. Oh, we agree on a game, Nick. Awesome. Kraken under 2.5, 5-1 Bruins. All right. Bruins minus 2.5. Okay. I don't know why you have a Seattle picture today, Icex, but okay. DeBrusk anytime goal. How could I even forget that? Let's go and see what we're looking at for that. Hurry it up a little bit here because I am going to be going on Morning Wood on the Picks and Parlays channel today here, which starts now, but I'll be on in 15 minutes. Yeah, you're looking at plus 175, plus 170 to plus 180. So I like that. That looks good. Moving on to the last game, pass. I'm not touching this game whatsoever. So I don't really have anything for you. I don't want like a side in this game. Don't want to take a total either. Well, this game's a pass. Best bet got to be a 3-team parlay. Only two. I don't want it to get out of hand, so only 2-team parlays. But yes, you can make your best bet a 2-team parlay, not 3. Because in the past things have got kind of insane. So keep it at 2. Bruins money line and over, or the over 6.5. I like it. Good day, Terry. Hey, Mossy, what's up? Nick, Schnick. Best bet is going to be. Let me get this ready now for Toby. Going to be Theodore. Theodore. And Jared McCann under 2.5 shots on goal. McCann under 2.5 shots on goal. All right, so I'm going to have to make that smaller to fit. Not so much. And that is plus 186. All right. Pass, yes. Yeah. You don't need to bet every game. This is definitely one. Nick likes a bet in this game. Shocking. Predators money line. Okay, Terry, gotcha. Yeah. 2-team parlay is good. I don't know. Boston playing the Pacific Northwest seems like a bad spot. Pacific Northwest has a fuckload of snow right now, record fall. Yeah, it's snow everywhere. It's snow in Minnesota. It's snow here in Canada. We just had a huge snowstorm yesterday, so I think all teams are going to have to deal with that. Best bet for Tim is going to be, I'm going to assume college basketball. IUPUI. What kind of name is that? Plus 10.5. I hope I didn't offend anybody by saying that. Any IUPUI fans, but that just seems like a weird name to me. I'm not a college sports person, obviously. But okay. Let's go. Incoming banger. Ooh. Best bet, 3 winning days in a row, so not giving a best bet. All right. Maybe it'll come back for March. Start all over again. Larkin, 2 goals. Whoa. Okay, so Richie is trying to catch up to Ice X here. He's going to go Bill Larkin. Dylan Larkin over 1.5 goals at plus 1,100. I will look and see whatever we can get. It's sunny in North Carolina. Nice. Congrats to you. Shout out IUPUOFPA. Laughing face. There isn't any IUPUI fans. Okay. Just wanted to make sure it was big drunk school in Western PA. Oh, drunk school. Where in North Carolina, Earl? Yeah, the Earls live in North Carolina. Best bet for Crystal is going to be Boston Bruins -1, which is plus 100. All right, that's the puck. Indiana University, Purdue, University of Indianapolis. What kind of name is that? Oh my god. It's because I bet against Richie's team. LOL. No, it's because he wants to win. That's what the point of the competition is. But we will jump into quickly looking over what happened yesterday. Calgary, Arizona over 6 cashed for me and Crystal. The draw in Arizona, sadly for Brian and Kev, did not cash. I was on both as well yesterday. AJ's Anders Lee over 2.5 shots on goal. I think he only got 1. Richie got to Foley anytime goal this time. He did get it. Paul Mary under 2.5 shots on goal for Toby. And IceX, as I said, catch another big plus 300 underdog. When we look at the current standings for the month, looks like IceX wants first place, but there still is like 6 more days left in the month. I think 5 more shows. So there is definitely room to grow. And for me, I just want to finish in the green. That's all I care about. What'll happen is the people who face the top 3 will get put on their own page as the February top 3, and then we'll just see who makes the top 3 each month. And we'll kind of have a standings page for that. But looking at today's best bets for me, I'm going with Minnesota money line. I'm going with Vegas money line plus 175. Toby, Shea Theodore, and Jared McCann under 2.5 shots on goal. Tim, IUPUI plus 10.5. I'm guessing that's minus 110, but I'll check. Richie's going with Dylan Larkin over 1.5 goals plus 1,100. I'll check the price. I'll just get rid of it actually so I can make sure I get you the best price. And Crystal is going to go with Boston Bruins -1 here. USA. Funny. Fair enough. He's from Charlotte. We'll go ahead and drop wild money line and over and go with the overs. Wild money line and the over together. Is that what you're saying? Just want to clarify. Jake Hasner, it's classified. Thumbs up. Tim's like, classified? No, nothing's classified. Greenville, North Carolina. Laughing face. There you go. So everyone, if you want to go and find the Earls, that's where. So if you want to find them and stalk them. Stalking the Earls is totally fine. Nothing wrong with that. That's not a problem, Ice. I'm glad you cashed. You deserve that. Yes, I'm moving up. Yes, you are. Best bet for IceX is going to be that's murder the Kraken tonight. That's what no releasing the Kraken. It's murdering the Kraken for IceX. Best bet, Boston Bruins -2.5. Brian, wild money line and over. That's what I'm gonna guess you're talking about. Wild money line plus the over 6. Is that correct? You let me know. You let me know. So I'm correct on that. Okay. Don't want to mess it up. If I get murdered by a YouTube stalker, it's all your fault. There you go. Kev is going to go with Vegas money line plus Edmonton, Pittsburgh over 7. Okay, I'll find you the best odds for that. Oh, over 6.5 in both the Canucks game and Pens game. Oh, so you're not going wild money line. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. So, Vancouver / St. Louis, you're dropping Minnesota money line. Okay. And Pittsburgh and EDM over 6.5 each. Okay, plus 163. Perfect. Thanks for explaining. I just didn't want to mess it up. Plus 143. Okay, perfect. And that's today's show. If you want to submit your best bet, feel free. Do it plus 168 on Barstool. Okay. Well, you get plus 168. If you want to submit your best bets, you certainly can. You can do that in the YouTube comments below. Not the live show comments because the show's ending, but the other comments after the show's done. If you want to wait till March, till the new month start, that's totally cool too. Check me out on Picks and Parlays on Morningwood in like 7 minutes. But best of luck to everybody on your bets today. Let's all make some money, and we'll see you again tomorrow for another episode. Getting Well with Terry, free NHL picks. Best of luck, guys.